Good morning, good
Hey,
afternoon, good evening. We're top of the time, so we're inside Innervision FM. I'm Alan C. Got Johnny J in the house, resident time traveler. Hey, Joe, all the way from the future.
oh
Only a
What are you
yeah,
couple
doing
of
with that
hours.
gun in your hand?
yeah. So you guys, we're happy that you joined us today. We have some information about for musicians too, like for the ones that if you're not on the road or traveling, because it seemed like that's the only way you could make money. We have some information for you about that, and then we have some information about, I guess, I think I put in there, some people that thought they can go to Egypt and be just welcomed with open arms by the Egyptians, and they found out that Egypt is not like America. And this one girl,
Could have told
yeah,
them that.
huh?
I could have told them that.
I don't know where
I worked with an Egyptian in Dubai, and we were okay, and for a while, and he was a real buff bodybuilder. He did films and cinema a little bit too, but he just got turned all radical on. He's like, whatever, dude, later.
Yeah, and these kids or girls or whatever, they're thinking like, and she's up here saying, "Well, they took away our passport." Well, yeah, and they're gonna put you on a bus and put you on a plane, and yeah, they got machine guns. I remember we went to a little a resort, and from the airport to the place, and they would say, "Yeah, these guys have machine guns." I said, "Well, if something comes up, they're ready." Oh
Years
man,
ago when I was in the Navy, went to Israel, and everybody had guns. Everybody. But
yep.
everybody goes into the military there too. Man, woman, don't matter. They go into the military for a minimum of 2 years.
That is interesting. I'd like to see, because I do know that there are some disabled folks that even serve in the military in certain positions. I want to go and find out exactly what those positions are, how that works.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You could have the blind leading the blind.
Well, there's still lots of stuff the blind could do. We could be radio control operators.
oh man,
Yeah.
I
We
tell you
could
what.
operate these drones and from 10 miles away.
Run them into everybody. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to step on your toes.
Sorry, guys.
That's worse than a shopping cart.
Yeah, that's the one reason why we promote peace and love and domestic tranquility, because you turn the blind around with a bunch of military grade toys.
Yeah. And
Well,
now,
what
have
does
you?
this button do?
What's this button do?
Yeah, I know,
I
man.
didn't see anything. What happens?
What happens if I push it again?
Oh man, construct destruction of the world,
Oh,
the
that's
end of
us.
the world.
Welcome to the Innervision
Yeah,
FM. We're politically incorrect here.
yeah. And speaking of like, so has anybody did any international traveling? Because we now have to have these either our passport or we have to have the official IDs, which I think I have one.
Oh, the
Yeah,
me ID or whatever it is.
Yeah,
IDME. Yeah,
yeah.
See,
IDME and Real ID. Those two IDs go hand in hand.
you
Uh,
know, those are that's going over a line, I think.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
You're
It
able
is.
to track everything you do with that.
Yeah, it is. It is. Tell us what you think down there in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe too. It's good for our algorithms, but we want to know your thoughts. Do
mm,
you think it's over the line? Think it's
yeah,
a little bit too invasive, too intrusive?
yeah, yeah.
I
And also we
understand their premise of setting it up, but still.
Yeah.
yeah, and we got words of wisdom from Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh,
and
dude.
we kept on saying, but, and he just mowed right over them.
Hey, do you have that queued up? I was I didn't have a chance to get down to my computer where I am now, and I don't have anything queued up.
Oh
But
man. Wait a minute. Do you have it on your side, Mike, or no? Here's your.
Let's find it real quick here.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me give you like total control here. Where is it? Where are you at?
Let's see. Go to my
Yeah,
email.
because that was I like the way that
well, basically, what happened in this clip, so that we can set this up, if Hey Joe can play this for us, is that Arnold Schwarzenegger was on The View talking to a couple of the hosts. He basically was asked what he thought about immigration. He says, it's great going into a country legally. But what you don't do is you don't treat it like it's your house. You're the guest. So yeah, if he can play this, man, it's awesome because he just steamrolls these two co-hosts on The View.
yeah, and I heard that Whoopi Goldberg she had her I mean she had her muzzle up there looking like a bus ran into it. It's like gee, it's like so so it was just so much good stuff around. Let's see. Now, if I make it a call, do I have to give you permission to share stuff?
I- I've got it queued up here. Just have to figure out how to make this work here.
So then he's made you co-host. All you do is request
Share
screen
screen.
share. Yep.
Mm,
Share.
And here in a second, you should see the permission come up, or at least but yeah, this is absolutely hilarious. We've got other folks or other things also on deck, like Johnny was talking about. There are 5 ways that the
Here we go.
musician can. So we'll get to that. Here, check this clip out.
I just think the world of the great kind of
Can you hear it?
history that we
Yep.
have with immigrants
Yeah.
in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest
That's right.
and you behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house, I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean, and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something.
Does that mean he's coming to stay?
Yeah. Oh,
No, but he had a very valid point.
I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. Now you have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after school program, Special Olympics, or whatever.
Listen, she's trying so hard to break in there.
Great kind of a history that we have with immigrants.
wait.
Follow me if you want to live.
No, didn't Kennedy say not what the country can do for you, but
But
what you can do? I mean, he
for
sounds
the
like a
country.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, he was married to one.
Yeah.
Maria Shriver Kennedy. Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I heard Kennedy, like streaming through him.
I got to say, I mean, there are some people that still have some common sense. There are some people that are still grounded. And I think that's what these folks on the left do not quite grasp is the idea that once you wake this element of people up, whether they're the biker, the unsavory element of society, or whether they're the Bible thumpy part of society, there are still some folks that got some sense about them, and they will help to restore order to this country. and conversely to the world.
Yes. Yes. And and I mean, off the subject, and don't forget to like, share, support our nonprofit, because this is this is heavy on our hearts here. Give us some give us some love there, and
That's right.
thumbs up
That's
and all
right.
that kind of stuff.
Innervisionrecords.org. You can find our donation stuff there. We're not just asking for donations so that we can ask for send Alan to Hawaii or Johnny to wherever. We want to help the blind and disabled community, get their employment opportunities, get whatever opportunities that are out there. And so we got the music industry and the film industry locked down. So,
Yeah. And also, you can email us. You see the email there, and for a $5 donation, you may on this coming Monday, we may be picking out a winner to win a free box or free dozens of donuts or a movie ticket. So enter in that, enter as many times as you want, and we'll find out who the winner is on Monday when we interview this gentleman that we're going to have on our show, and you'll find out more about that later on. So anyway, so let's see. Okay, let's look at some of the 5 ways that, well, 5 ways you could make money, but we're gonna start from the lowest to the highest, because
Right.
as I said, this video he was talking about, and you can we have to click right down there where you can see the video. It's not a very long video, but it's very poignant. He was saying, like, Spotify, you get 1/2 of a cent.
yeah,
and if somebody covers your song, you get even less of that half cent.
right.
And I thought that was like crazy. And then I guess if you sign up with your pro and you do live concerts, you just have to go back in and do the paperwork and tell how many songs you played there and all that kind of stuff. Or if a club play your songs, like, you have to put that in there and all that kind of stuff. That the song was played there.
Hmm.
And then okay, and now this is just all concerning, not if you're not traveling as a musician. Now this is other word where if you I guess that's if you can get your song on either on Sirius or there's another streaming. It's where you have no control over when your song is coming up. So Sirius, the DJs and the playlist, they control your song. And I forgot the name of the other service that when you put it in there, it depends on the playlist that you eventually ends up in. But that one you get paid really good. If you get on Sirius FM radio and you get some spins in that one, very good money, and you don't have to leave your house.
So in combination with Sirius XM and man,
Can't remember the name either.
it's slipping my. I want to say Pandora, and that's
Yes,
not it.
Pandora. That's it. It is Pandora.
Oh, it is it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's another one. And then forget about radio. Radio is just it's just an advertising board for your music, and Live 365 as well.
Right.
And that's
Now, I do tend to disagree just a little bit with you on the terrestrial radio aspect of it, Johnny. Yes, I agree that it's now pretty much just become an advertising platform, digital billboard, if you will. There are still the boomers that listen to talk radio or to some of the other stuff on terrestrial radio. So if you can get even let's say you're a musician, but you're starving like I am half the time. So, I want to make some ads and I want to sell those to terrestrial radio, so iHeartRadio, other outlets, things like this, will go ahead and purchase ads and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
So that's one way that terrestrial radio is still good.
Hmm.
But I did mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah. And now this final thing is it's called taxi. It's been around for a long time, and of course you pay them for the privilege. And I'm not sure if it's a monthly prescription or do you just buy a package. Let's see. Let me ask my phone while I gotta. Hmm.
I was on Taxi for a short while, and my sister had bought me a subscription, a subscription,
Yeah.
and they, what I had opted in for was selling my music to somebody else to sing it. But then all the comments that I got from them, well, you need to sound more like you really mean it. It's like,
What?
yeah, they had no idea what they were talking about. I
Right.
mean, back then my songs weren't the best by any means, and I understand that. But I mean, it was a 360 some dollar waste of time of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just to hear this garbage. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
I don't know whether
and then
Hmm?
you have to pay extra on top of it to get some of this stuff.
right, exactly. Yeah, I don't know
Hmm.
whether they've got a monthly subscription or if they've just got the yearly plan, but there are some out there that promise you the moon and they don't give you anything.
Yeah.
That's
Hard
why,
financial.
well, that's why we here at Innervision FM, we want to put all the cookies on the lower shelf. If we don't know something, we'll tell you, we'll learn it together. Because we're all in this together, you guys. Where we go one, we go all. Don't mean to co-opt some right-wing saying, but by golly, where we go one, we go all. So if 2 or 3 million of us are unemployed in the United States, that's going to eventually hurt the additional 330 odd million, because 70-90% of us are unemployed. Come on now.
You know what
That
you
kind
know
of
what I heard? Okay, first when the communists and all that got involved, they wanted to overload the system with as many people on welfare as possible.
right.
Right? Now they sort of like swished it a little bit, and I may be crisscrossing something because I was hearing something about oh, you remember like when they were deciding they're gonna uh uh get Trump on felonies and say
Yeah.
now you're a felon and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't work. They
Right.
said, well, we'll raid his house, and then that didn't work. They said, okay, we'll shoot at him. That didn't work. So now it seemed like these guys, they said, well, if it worked for him, why don't we in front of the camera get put down to the ground and handcuffed, and maybe the people will say, hurrah. Now, I don't know how stupid these guys, I know they're pretty stupid, but do you think they're stupid enough to say, hey, this senator who we never heard of before, because he got handcuffed, he's now one of us. You see, you're sort of, it's like, see what the logic is, because now everybody's trying to get in front of the camera and get arrested. And Gavin is begging to be arrested.
Now, what is taking place is the
They
wholesale.
ought to oblige him.
Wait, say that again?
They need to oblige Gavin Newsom.
Absolutely. Well, what's taking place is the wholesale hijacking of our judicial system and the overloading of the system with all of these cases. They're not designed to get to the root of the matter to solve an issue. They're designed to muddy the waters. They're designed to divide. And, for people like me that's deaf and blind, all this stuff is irrelevant because there is a peaceful way into the future. That way is Braille 2.0. That way is other technologies as well. That way is artificial intelligence, like it or not. It's here to stay. And like it or not, too, it's kind of like teaching a kid. So if we're showing our kid uh, bad things, but we're telling it to do good things, and we're even implementing guardrails to make it do good things, even if it doesn't want to do those good things, pretty soon those guardrails are going to wear thin. It's like with the biker mentality. If a biker gets hit, uh, their bike gets hit. Not them themselves, because the bikers are weird. Uh, they can compartmentalize maybe their grandma or grandpa, getting hit by this violence. They can compartmentalize themselves being in danger a little bit. But oh God, somebody touched their bike. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's on. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I know these guys. I am not one of these guys, but simply because I'm blind, simply because I can't ride. But I
Uh,
know the mentality. I know it inside and out. And I know there's a peaceful way forward, and we want that peaceful way, because the other way is either martial law or it is going to descend into something none of us will have control over. None of us.
I
So,
think martial law is coming though.
yeah, it's.
now, now I just heard the story recently. This guy, he went into the store to get some stuff, and
Mhm.
I guess this lady, she parked in the handicap thing, right?
Oh,
uh, and then she goes in the thing, and I guess the EBD, they're starting to cut off certain things that you
yes.
used to be able to buy that you can't
Yeah,
buy.
sodas, sugary. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's up there complaining about this. She's giving the cashier a hard time. Then she takes her card out and she does something that, man, it just made this guy just like bull, and it would make anybody bull. So you take out your cart, right? You're supposed to be, you're parked in the handicap thing,
Mhm.
and then she leaves her cart there. And then she parked her car sideways, so she's taking
So
up two
nobody
parking
else.
spaces,
Right.
and she leaves the cart there. So he went and took the cart and moved it, but it wasn't his job to do. And it's like, I wonder if this is people that what do they call them? They feel that they should have everything.
Karen's
Huh?
a Karen.
Yeah, Karen, but yeah. And it's like, I'm just wondering that are those people just starting to multiply, or we didn't notice them before, but we're starting to notice them. Well, we really started noticing them during that pandemic, but now, I mean, now you just know who they are.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's
Well,
a lot of these things going on. So martial law. And then they showed this video of and I didn't know this. I would have, well, it wouldn't have did me and you any good. But I guess there's a channel that you can watch. You could have watched what was going on, and one channel they weren't saying anything, and then I guess on Fox they have a live, just a webcam that will show. And this other one, I guess they were on the ground, and then I guess I don't know if Fox was in the air or whatever. But these people were just screaming in the soldier's face, and they had already tagged up the building, and and their job was, you can scream all you want, but you're going to scream over there, not over here, right? And then eventually they had to move in because they had to move the trucks in because they're dropping off some more people. So so you saw the LAPD come up and say, "Okay, guys, move," because now we got the trucks coming in,
wow.
right? And so I was watching that on Wayne Dupree Tuesday show. So I didn't even know there was something like that. Like I said, it wouldn't have helped us because it was like no audio description. But I mean, we could still hear the shouting and the cussing and all that kind of stuff. And this one girl, she got up and she said, "We're not like this. We're better than this." And everybody booed her and said, "Get off the stage."
Yeah. It's sad because there are folks, like I said, that have some common sense, and they try to stand up for that common sense, that normalcy, or whatever you want to call it, that used to pass for normalcy before all this lunacy started taking in. But my gosh, and they'll try to stand up for this, and oh man, they'll get dragged down just like a bunch of crabs in a bucket.
Yeah, so the other news is starting to take over. So you're not even hardly hearing about that. And so I just I'm just happy that the cycle just keeps moving and keeps moving and keeps moving. It's like almost like an informational overload,
I
but it's
think
fun.
I think it's by design. I think it's totally by design. We were told 4 years ago that we were watching a movie. Uh, People did not understand that the movie is actually, yes, it's real. People thought, oh, well, this is staged for us. No, no, no. It's real. It's just that it's sort of scripted. It's all social engineering, folks, and we've got a hand in it. One way that we can take back our control, as it were, is to surrender it. And that sounds like an oxymoron, but honestly, folks, if you do it, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51, you surrender that control to Christ. And that is the only way to get through this.
Yeah.
Salvation today.
Yeah. And Monday we're going to have Sam Walsh on the show, and I guess he went through some mental difficulties, and yeah, he got through that, and with the help of his two cats. So hopefully
cool.
he'll have his cats up there. And I don't know, if your dog if your dog, Alan, if he sees cats on the screen, will he say, "Hey, let's play chase"?
So we just got this brand new kitty about a month ago. And when he first saw that thing, he was like, oh my gosh, you're my size. Let's play. Well, the kitty, of course, didn't want to play. So
Oh,
whenever the kitty comes out and the dog's out at the same time or something, man, yeah, they definitely don't like each other.
We got a
yeah.
kitten
So,
about a year ago and tried to get a litter box trained, and it wouldn't. It would look at the litter box, get out, and go poop somewhere else, right?
that's
So
unusual.
kick the cat out.
Yeah.
Outside cat now, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
catch mice. She wouldn't do the rats. She wouldn't do anything. She liked watching the birds. But now we started getting a rat problem. The rats are gone.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whoa.
That makes the cat worthwhile.
Yeah.
I hate rats.
Well, and that's the
Yeah.
thing is, I mean, everybody has to have their niche. The blind people have their niche. Sometimes it's music, other times it's braille, other times it's bringing peace to the tired world.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you feed your cat cooked food, you're really doing the cat a disservice. The
Yeah, right.
cat, he likes it raw.
Yep.
You know, it's like we're the only species on Earth that we drink the species of another species, and
The
we
milk.
heat our
Yeah.
food. It's think like we were born with an oven on our back. But hey, I digress here. I'm reading too many of the 80-10-10 books with what was his name? Graham, Mr. Graham.
Those are good books, man. Those
Oh
are good
yeah.
books. Check out Dr. Seavey as well. I like Dr. Seavey a lot.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so hey, we're gonna be a nice weekend. Let's see, tomorrow is Juneteenth.
Yep.
So all the government buildings are closed, and my favorite place to go running on the treadmill is closed tomorrow, and all that kind of stuff, the pools. So all the government buildings are closed, and yeah, so that's happening tomorrow. Then on Friday is spring solstice at IKEA stores. So if you live in a town, there's IKEA. So hope you got your tickets to have Swedish dinner and entertainment
That's
and
right.
raffles. So that's this Friday. And then I'm not sure, it's supposed to be 100 degrees here towards Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Hot
Oh, and
weekend.
the French club is going to have, well, here, at least here, they're going to have like a little get together from like 5 until 9, French speaking and games, I guess. So
Oh, that's in Denver?
no, okay, no French food. French food is no, that's like no escargot or anything like that. It's just maybe like music and games, maybe.
Hmm.
Yes, no,
Interesting.
it's in Littleton.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, French music, like Parla Pausou, oui, oui, and all that, all that kind of stuff.
Parlez-vous hama?
Yeah. Oh man. So a lot of things are going on. So
I speak their lingo.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gotta think, is anything else going on? I don't know. If
You want to
send
know
us-
something totally hilarious? I speak Spanish, French, German, Italian, English, kind of. And so every so often I'll be doing something with AI and it'll just randomly flip to a language and I'll be like, uh, so I'll either respond to it in the language that it speaks in, if it speaks in one that I know,
Yeah.
or I'll tell it, hey, can you just switch back to English?
That's wild. That is wild. So anyway, we're gonna go now and have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday with our special guest, Mr.
Yeah.
Walsh, and
Yeah.
get into his philosophy about his music and stuff like that. All right.